Good morning. Welcome to Devotions in the Proverbs. I'm Pastor Corby Johnson from Safford, Arizona, and it is my pleasure to bring to you Devotions in the Proverbs. Today is April 19th, 2021, and today we're in Proverbs chapter 13, verses 21 through 25. I take small chunks of the Proverbs so we can focus on one main idea for the day. And I do use different versions of the Bible. So if you have a different version today other than the Message by Eugene Peterson, I encourage you just to close that and listen to the reading in the one that I'm using for the day. And then after the service, go ahead and open yours and read it, or get on your computer. I always like to read several different interpretations of the scripture before I get started. So today, Proverbs 13 begins with, disaster entraps sinners, but God-loyal people get a good life. A good life gets passed on to grandchildren. Ill-gotten wealth ends up with good people. Banks foreclose on farms of the poor, or else the poor lose their shirts to crooked lawyers. A refusal to correct is a refusal to love. Love your children by disciplining them. An appetite for good brings much satisfaction, but the belly of the wicked always wants more. That's a lot packed into just a few sentences, isn't it? Well, I am going to invite you to imagine walking down the street and seeing homeless people. Homelessness comes in stages. First, losing a job, then foreclosure, losing your house or being evicted, and sleeping in your car and trying to find gas money to put in the car, and then losing the car. Maybe it gets towed, your stickers aren't up to date, losing the car, and then here you are with just a few possessions, and you can only take enough that you can carry by yourself or stash in a place that you feel is safe. Homelessness is hard, and it does affect everyone around them. As an activity, I want to encourage you to look into homeless. Look into it. Look with new eyes. Get online and Google homeless encampments. Or if you know of a place in your city or town, just do a drive-by and ask yourself, what would I need if I were in that position of being homeless? And how can you help? Maybe you can call your church and ask your church if they have a homeless ministry, or the Goodwill or Salvation Army. There are so many different entities that you can get involved in and make a difference in somebody's life. Our action is get involved. Do you have a feeding ministry at your church? If not, can you start one? As simple as sandwiches, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, and some fruit or vegetables or some sweets, something that you would want to open in your lunchbox and see. But more than just feeding, the shoes on the feet are so important, and socks. I can't tell you how many times I've seen people with no socks and their feet are just raw. Maybe a tent or a tarp to keep out the weather and to give just a little privacy. Blankets or sheets in Arizona in the summer. Hygiene products and food that is safe, that they can open at a later time, like tuna that comes in the little pop tops, or canned chicken, things like that that are healthy and that they can eat. I always keep in mind that many of the homeless have been homeless for a long time and their teeth are in poor condition, so anything crunchy might be too difficult for them to eat. But I encourage you, open your eyes. Open your eyes. You never know when the next paycheck is going to stop. You never know when an illness takes hold. There are so many people that something happened and they found themselves in this position. So our focus verse today is from verse 23. A poor person's field might produce plenty of food, but others often steal it away. A poor person's field might produce much food, plenty of food, but others often steal it away. I'll read it one more time and get it right. A poor person's field might produce plenty of food, but others often steal it away. There are people that want to steal away anything they can from others, and most of the time they choose people of delicate nature and body. So my friends, look out into the wide world and see what you can see, and see how you can be the hands and the feet of Jesus. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.